Good morning. We would like to welcome students, parents, friends, and other guests. Thank you for being a part of our 2023 Veterans Day program, presented by Darnaby Elementary 4th grade students. We are so glad you are here. At this time, please stand for the presentation of our flag, followed by the pledge of allegiance.
Will you please join us as we sing together our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, written by Francis Scott Key in 1814. Today, noble soldiers and veterans, it is our opportunity and honor to stand tall and proudly salute you. We celebrate our veterans on the 11th of November. It's a special day set aside to honor and remember. It's a day for our veterans who served with honor and pride, and to offer our gratitude and thanks worldwide.
It is our privilege to say thank you to American veterans, to let them know that we appreciate them for their service and to honor them.
The formation and history of the United States hinged greatly on military supporters, starting with the Revolutionary War. The U.S. developed a military to protect its interests and borders.
The United States military makes up one of the largest and most powerful armies in the world. Together they are strong and refuse to be unfurled.
In 1918, on November 11th at 11 a.m., a truce was brought to life and marked the day at last when the world chose to pause the fight.
A year later, President Wilson declared Armistice Day on November 11th to honor the end of World War I in this special way.
President Eisenhower, to honor soldiers of all wars, changed the name to Veterans Day.
Throughout this nation's history, Americans' military bravery answered the call to defend our freedom, to aid our allies, and to turn back aggressors all. We honor those who served on land and sea. Each branch of service is responsible for securing our liberty.
The Army is the main ground force and most prominent branch of the military. Their job is to fight and control using land troops, tanks, and artillery.
The Navy fights in the oceans and the seas throughout the world. The Navy uses battleships, aircraft carriers, and submarines to stay on course.
The Marines are the main landing force. They work closely with the Navy. Their motto is Semper Fi, meaning always faithful, describes the commitment and bravery. They're often first to combat, sacrificing their own, reminding us that our military sacrifices are not small.
In 1947, the Air Force was made into its own branch with full honors. They trained using aircraft including fighter planes and bombers. The Air Force was also responsible for military satellites in space, and they helped command the Space Force, the newest military branch of the United States.
The Coast Guard monitors the coastline as part of the Department of Homeland Security, enforcing border laws and ready for ocean rescues with undeniable bravery.
We may now sing the anthems from each military branch. We will proudly sing to honor the veterans and the freedoms they command.
Whether you are a veteran or currently serving our country, please stand when you hear your military anthem performed. We will proudly sing to honor you and the freedom you fought for.
Step in time, Army.
Army, Army,
Step in time, Army.
Army, Army.
Here's to the Army standing tall.
Here's to the Army standing tall.
Men and women heed the call.
Men and women heed the call.
They are the ones who serve the land.
These are the ones who serve their land.
All for the Army, give a hand.
All for the Army, give a hand. Over hill, we have hit the dusty road, and the space dogs are rolling along. In and out, we're right about, and those space dogs are rolling along. For it's high, high heat in the field artillery. Shout out your numbers, loud and strong. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And wherever you go, you will always know that those space dogs go rolling along. That those space dogs go rolling along.
Step in time, Air Force.
Air Force, Air Force,
Step in time, Air Force.
Air Force, Air Force.
Here's to the Air Force, see them fly.
Here's to the Air Force, see them fly.
Wings of glory in the sky.
Wings of glory in the sky.
These are the ones who serve their land.
These are the ones who serve their land.
All for the Air Force, give a hand.
All for the Air Force, give a hand. Off we go into the wild, moving yonder, flying our thunder, attaboys, give 'em a gun. Down we dive, starting our flame from under, off with one terrible roar. We live in flame, or going down in flames, for nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force.
Step in time, Navy.
Navy, Navy,
Step in time, Navy.
Navy, Navy.
Here's to the Navy, proud to be.
Here's to the Navy, proud to be.
Fighting ships upon the sea.
Fighting ships upon the sea.
These are the ones who serve their land.
These are the ones who serve their land.
All for the Navy, give a hand.
All for the Navy, give a hand. Farewell to college boys, we celebrate the
Step in time, Coast Guard. Coast Guard, Coast Guard. Step in time, Coast Guard. Coast Guard, Coast Guard. Here's to the Coast Guard, they will be. Here's to the Coast Guard, they will be. Always ready on the sea. Always ready on the sea. These are the ones who serve their land. These are the ones who serve their land. All for the Coast Guard, give a hand. All for the Coast Guard, give a hand. Step in time, Marines. Marines, Marines. Step in time, Marines. Marines, Marines. Here's to the Marines, a few good men. Here's to the Marines, a few good men. Hit the beach again and again. Hit that beach again and again. These are the ones who serve their land. These are the ones who serve their land. All for the Marines, give a hand. All for the Marines, give a hand. One of the things they wanted me to be sure and add was we have a new branch of the military. So let's all now honor the newest branch of the military, the United States Space Force.
Countless sacrifices are made by the brave people the armed forces employ. These people protect the many freedoms each of us enjoys.
We pay tribute to the selfless and brave who fought for the nation to keep us safe.
Thank you to our veterans. We are inspired by your service to our country. We hold deep gratitude to those who serve to keep us free.
Today we honor our veterans, a truly special kind, and remember their sacrifice, bravery, and devotion to humankind.
So let's join together, young and old, to thank our veterans, courageous and bold.
For you keep our nation safe and free and make this world a better place to be.
about one more big round of applause? How proud we are of you, how well you represented us. Wonderful job. Welcome parents, grandparents, all of our honored veterans. We're so glad to have you here today. They did a wonderful job with the history lesson, but students, just as a reminder, we honor Veterans Day on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. So that means tomorrow is Veterans Day. But what I would say is we have a day to remind us how important it is to honor our veterans, but that is something we should really be doing every day. And so I'm going to, if you'll allow me, I'm going to tell you a little story. When I was your age, I used to stay with my grandma for a month every summer. And on her wall, she had a picture of the 5 O'Reillys. It was her aunts and her uncles. 3 of them served, 2 in the Army, 1 in the Navy, and 2 were battlefield nurses. And she would tell us every day that we were there, for a month, every summer, for every year that we were there, the story of the 5 O'Reillys. And as a child, I could not understand why we had to listen to the story over and over again. But the reason that we did, guys, and that I understand as an adult, is she saw what it was like for her uncle to come back without a leg after the war. She saw what it was like for her uncle to suffer, the other uncle to suffer from the effects of mustard gas for the rest of his life. And when you've seen those sacrifices firsthand, you understand that we don't honor veterans on one day. We honor and we think about our veterans every day in our words and our deeds and hopefully in our political actions as well. So again, veterans, we are so appreciative of you. And I would be remiss also if, we're talking about veterans that have served, veterans that have lost their lives in service, and then all those men and women that are standing guard over your freedom today. We're honoring all of them. But I do want to point out our lovely Miss Schedule over here, first grade teacher. If you are a spouse of a veteran who's home taking care of your family while your husband or your wife is deployed, I think we also want to. How about a big round of applause for our director, Ms. Karen Sullivan. On the sound, this is Piper behind the scenes. Our fourth grade team helped put this together, our PTA. Dr. Shirley, you don't know this, but this week I was giving a presentation on community schools, and I was specifically focusing on the power of one relationship. That when you plant that seed, you never know that the harvest you're going to reap from that relationship. And I was reading off all the things that Dr. Shirley and Elaine Shirley have done for Darnaby over the years. And now I know that I need to add one more item to that list, which is helping lead our Veterans Day performance. So Dr. Shirley, thank you so much.